A little bit of live action. I had somebody call me today asking for advice. If you were to look at the definition of micromanager, this person, supervisor, is that person. And they want to have the conversation and let them know because they believe, the supervisor believes that they're not a micromanager. And he was asking for, like, what do you recommend? How do I tell my boss that he's a micromanager? And this is where courage comes in. Because during your one-on-ones, you need to let them know, just like if somebody were coming to you about an accountability conversation, you want to be honest, and you sit down and here's your boss in front of you and say, Carl, I want to have an uncomfortable conversation because I'm struggling, not you, I'm struggling understanding your expectations because of X, Y, and Z. It feels like you are kind of coming at me. And I kind of want to have a conversation about it. And that's super uncomfortable. Because in your mind, based on past experiences, there could be retaliation fears. There could be fears of being blackballed. There could be fears of anything, X to A, right? Yeah. And all are possibilities. And if you feel retaliated in the workplace, it's time for a new job anyways, right? Talent plays in this world. So if you feel that your boss is micromanaging the shit out of you, the best thing to do is to sit down with them and say, listen, I would like to have kind of a weird, uncomfortable conversation about how I feel like I'm being micromanaged. But you have to have dates, you have to have specific examples, and you have to have specific emotion. On April 3rd, in a group meeting, this is what's occurred, and this is how I felt because of it. It needs to be specific, it needs to be direct, and you need to be able to just let there be dead air. Because most times the person that's actually delivering it is super uncomfortable. And when he airs it out, there's a sense of relief. And all the pressure is put back on the member of management, as it should be. So what I would tell you is if you are facing something like this, where you know that your boss is a micromanager, they may not feel that way, you have to have the courage. Or you can use the open door and go above their head and say, listen, I'm having an opportunity with Carl. I would like your advice. And my advice to them is I would like you to have a conversation directly with that supervisor. Give them a chance to justify their actions. Keep that conversation going. Because the only way to a great working relationship is through conversations. You keep that going, and you're going to be an amazing leader. Let me know how it goes.